welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Kevin's eyes look insane, but he's got new hair. Virginia is a witch, and she farts in her chair. Jason is a spaz who's got an old man's ass. Welcome to the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, hello and welcome to the Friday KVJ Show. Looking forward to a nice, fun little weekend going on here. Got some big old plans. Think y'all know what I'm doing. What you got going on, Virginia? I know you're heading out of town again.
I am. I'm going to Nashville.
Yep.
I'm going to go up to Bowling Green on Saturday and see my grandma.
Okay.
And then me and my sister, we got a hotel downtown Nashville Saturday night. We're going to go hit the streets. We're going to make a stop at Santa's Pub.
Okay.
Before we go to our hotel.
Do you know where in the city that is?
It's on the outskirts. It's in a trailer.
It is. That's what I thought. I think you got to go out a little bit, and it might be about 20 so minutes from
That's fine.
Broadway.
I'm going to try to hit that before I get to Nashville because I got a rental car. So I'm going to go to Santa's Pub before I start drinking because I want to experience it sober. Then go to the hotel and start drinking.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I was telling you they got the CMA Fest going on there this weekend.
Which... I'm stupid. Kevin said the CMA Fest, and I thought that meant the CMA Awards.
I did too.
Well, I think a lot of people probably did, so.
Yeah.
But it's not the CMA Awards.
Right.
It's just like a concert that they call the CMA Fest.
It is on different stages. From what I've seen, just some of the stages that I know, I think it's in different locations. So the main, like your Blake Shelton on Saturday night, is going to be inside the football stadium. It's right across the river there.
I love it. I've seen a Saints game there. It's lovely.
But then they've got some decent artists, ones that would have a couple songs that have been on country radio that are playing smaller stages. They got kind of an amphitheater stage there, the Riverfront Park.
Okay.
You got some stuff there. So there's going to be things. If you go on and check out CMA Fest, they have an itinerary. In fact, I sent you Saturdays already.
You did.
I always prep.
My sister is way more into country music than I am, so maybe she'll want to go to some of it. I'm going to send it to her.
Okay. Yeah.
I really just want to be out and about in the wild and see if we can run into anybody.
Blame it all on my roots.
Yeah, I don't think if you're on Broadway you'll see any country stars. The only thing that I've ever seen, there's a country star named Hardy, and he was just kind of as a thing was riding around in a car and seeing if anybody recognized him on Lower Broadway. But I think that's about as close as country stars typically ever get. Now, every now and then, your best luck is Eric Church. He has that Chief Bar that is down there. He will go and play that. Kid Rock sometimes will be in his. So it's a rarity.
Okay.
But every now and then, the actual stars will go to their little bars that they have there.
You just reminded me of something. I made friends with Kid Rock's sister. So I'm gonna reach out to her and see, hey, is he around in Nashville? If so, is there any VIP meet and greet opportunities?
Okay, all right.
That's only, you're kind of under your quota for name dropping this week.
No big deal. I'm friends with Carol Ritchie. No big deal.
Okay. Last name is Ritchie, huh?
Her last name is Ritchie. She is legit.
Oh, really? Well, I am friends with Aunt Carol, my dad's sister.
Okay.
I'll see your Carol and raise you one.
Yeah, so in your motherfucking face.
Yeah, see, some people are kicking around. Chris is going to go check out Shakira tonight at Hard Rock Stadium. That should be a great show.
Underneath your clothes,
There's a endless story.
underneath your Kev.
And Carla's going to go check out Nikki Glazer on Sunday. So that's just some of the things going on. Burr, what you doing this weekend?
We are in full KVJ horror movie mode.
Love it.
So my weekends will be dedicated to pretty much that unless we have a KVJ obligation.
Okay.
But I'm doing it to where it doesn't affect the show. It's on my free time. But yes, that will be pretty much all I'll be doing.
Okay.
And we're quite excited because I've got all brand new equipment and
What kind of stuff do you have? New cameras and all that?
new cameras,
Wow.
lights,
Okay.
everything.
That rig that Denny's built,
Yeah.
that's incredible.
It I wouldn't say it was cheap, but it's worth it. Anything worth, the heart is you gotta pay a little bit on the price.
Yeah. Okay.
Well said, Bert.
What? I mean,
There's your quote.
I get what you're saying, but dude.
I know you get it. But think about someone who just tuned in for the first time and they just heard that. What the fuck is this?
And you may ask yourself, are they drinking? The answer is yes.
Yes, but
it's true.
I just started, so I really don't have that big of an excuse.
Just stop.
All right.
He's drinking, y'all. It's not his fault. Danny's found a secret stash of vodka that we didn't even know we had. So, Christmas, bitch.
There you go.
Shakes 1 and 2 needed a drink.
Okay.
Even Kevin's having
I
a little bit.
I got a little one over here. Yeah, I got some Moises vodka and Celsius, I believe.
Vodka and Celsius.
Whatever flavor that Celsius is one of the worst flavors ever made.
Raspberry peach.
Fuck.
It's terrible. Well, it's an odd combination. I think it's the raspberry. It's just they don't go well together, and combined the smells that it's putting off. Yeah, it's kind of rancid.
It kind of smells like, and I'm not trying to be crass, but bad pussy.
Yeah.
But much
You think they might want to change the name?
But much like, you got to power through this one.
Try some Celsius bad pussy.
He's powered through bad pussy. He's going to power through this cocktail.
You got to power through.
Pound it. Bad pussy.
What a slug.
What a drink.
If there was a drink called bad pussy.
Yeah.
That's
Pound it.
You got
Dude, there's your $1 million idea. You've had two of them today.
You are on fire. You can tell it's summertime.
Stop, drop, and roll, bitch.
Relax a little bit. It's summertime. Let your hair down.
Yes.
Ideas really just a flowing, coming through.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Pussy, the cocktail brand.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I think, believe it or not, it would do well.
There'd be bars in Miami and Vegas that would sell it.
Yes, and if a celebrity got behind it, who wants to taste my bad pussy?
It feels like Courtney Love.
Who wants to taste my bad pussy? That could
could propel that bad pussy to the stratosphere.
Yeah, you gotta get the right spokesperson.
I don't think Courtney Love is the move.
She's been out of the game for a minute.
If you got somebody really, really hot and played around with it, you're right. Like your big cities would sell it, but it's niche-y.
It's an East Coast drink. It's a metropolitan drink. Nobody in Middle America is going to drink bad pussy.
It's not about Middle America.
That's right.
These are the coast.
That's it.
East and the West Coast.
Crazies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might have an international market in some places as well.
Oh, look
Gotta
at you.
think global.
Global Kev.
I think global.
Wow. You just took this idea from here to here.
CEO.
Was that going down? Yeah. Okay. I think you took it from here and you lowered it.
Did I lower
Yeah, I think you lowered it.
I meant to higher it.
No, visually you lowered it. I was like, okay.
It's the KVJ way.
Every time we add on a new, it always just takes it down.
Just down a notch.
The idea started here. Now we're here.
Come on, add on some layers. Down.
Did you hear there might be a new serial killer in the U.S.?
I did.
Really?
What do you think about it?
Where are they working?
I don't want to say I think it's awesome because that sounds horrible.
Like to high five the guy or girl.
Yeah.
Do not say that.
It's definitely a guy.
Think so?
Yeah, most of them are, Kevin.
What makes you think that?
Just stats.
Numbers.
I mean, I'm not saying the anomaly does not exist because it does.
Mm-hmm.
But, serial killer usually goes to the men.
Okay.
I think my vodka's working.
Okay. That's what it is.
That vodka just kicked in, guys. You can actually watch it in real time on KVJ TV.
I am such a cheap date.
Yeah, they have now pulled 38 bodies from this lake in Austin, Texas.
Well, just like anything in life, there's going to be somebody who wants to up the game. There's so much shit on the internet, Netflix, about serial killers. It's becoming now a thing to aspire to be if you have a sick brain. So now people are going to try to eclipse a Ted Bundy, eclipse a Dahmer. 30 kills is nothing. I have 150. That's what's going to end up happening if you don't catch that sicko.
So this sounds like the Gilgo Beach killer. They just started finding all the bodies where he was hiding them in the marsh, in the water, in that one little area, that Gilgo Beach or whatever it is. Maybe this is a guy like that.
Did you see the video of the girl that was on the train with the Gilgo Beach murderer?
Yes.
The 21-year-old. She was filming. She's sitting on this train by herself. And she's a 21-year-old. She's attractive. And the Gilgo Beach murderer gets on the train, and there's nobody on it but her. And, of course, he sits right across from her. And she started filming because she felt uneasy.
She felt her hair on the back of her neck stand up.
Yeah.
And that is what's called intuition.
And he was drinking a beer. And
It was
she
something was
started
off.
recording just in case something happened to her, that she would at least have some evidence on her phone.
Wow.
And it wasn't until 6 days later, when he was on the news for being the serial killer, that she's like, wait, I think that's the guy who's on the train. She went and checked her footage, and sure enough, it was him.
Holy shit. I did not see that.
You were in the presence of evil.
Yeah.
And your body and your sixth sense knew it.
That's the one thing we always talk about, those stats. The stats we can't get, but we wish we knew. I would love to know how many times you've walked by a serial killer or someone who just killed somebody that they're hiding that secret.
And what made them not want to kill you? What was it about you that you didn't become a victim?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, they say it's 38 bodies now pulled from Ladybird Lake in Austin, Texas.
Oh, boy.
In 3 years. They're afraid that it might be a mass murderer that's been dubbed the Rainy Street Ripper.
Oh, and as soon as
He rips people in the rain would probably cover the noise.
And also, too, stop giving them nicknames. That's what they love. That's what gets them off. But that's what gets the media off, too.
It looks like it's getting you off.
Oh, he's full on butter
He's
right now.
sitting straight up in his chair.
Yeah. Has to. That thing's full chub.
I swear, I am not at all turned on. I want to catch these bastards.
I know you do.
It's insane to me.
It is. It's sad. It's sick. It's twisted.
It is.
But I mean, who are these people that have gone missing? Do they know the women that are in the lake? Tell me about them.
Yeah, are they ladies of the evening, or are they just people that are just getting snatched running? All of this is big.
It's very important, the kind of victims that we have.
Says of all 38 deaths associated with the Ladybird Lake, 60% were aged between 39 and 49. 2 were teenagers. Looks like a lot of them are male. Looks like maybe 30 of them have been males.
Males?
Yes.
30?
Drowning has been the top cause of death, with suicide, drug overdoses, and natural causes being other reasons. So it says 2 corpses were found in or around the river in April. 1 was discovered under a nearby bridge. So, yeah, is this a actual killer that's taking them out, or is just everybody dying when they go by Ladybird Lake?
That would be, I would say, someone's killing people.
Can they figure out, like, they drown, yes, but did they drown on that lake water?
Because I've seen, I believe it was a YouTube documentary about this place, and there is areas where you could wander off and potentially drown if you were fucked up. But
And
that's
yeah.
a lot of people, though, man.
Yeah,
Right.
it's really close to, what is it? Is it 5th Street or something like that in Austin? I guess it's the party street. I don't know it yet because I've not been there. I'll be there in August, where I'll probably fall in the lake.
But you're a good swimmer.
Well, at least you're calling your shot.
I
Yeah.
remember you telling me you thought you were going to die in the ocean, and you're still here.
I've had many accounts
Yeah.
where I should have died in water. So, and I was drunk pretty much every time. So,
It's because you're a rock star and you do it right.
So it's
And the Rainy part, I guess the one person that disappeared was last seen on Rainy Street, a popular bar scene that is a favorite spot for bachelorette and bachelor parties.
and it's
Oh, so if they're at a party and they get drugged
or drunk.
and they wander away from their group,
Yes.
he snatches them from this one bar. It's not about the weather.
And if he's if this is all connected, that means he really is one step ahead of everyone because he thought about the fact that there is a body of water and that they're going to dismiss this as, oh, it could be people accidentally drowning to bide him some time.
Wow.
What they're sorting out are these people that were drunks that just wandered down to the water, because some of them are coming out looking like they had been beaten. And so that's why they think it could be a serial killers are pulling some of these bodies out, where I think that's why it's maybe just starting to break now as you got into 38. They said this is just, even for a bar area, that's a lot. I mean, we've had a couple stories in Nashville of kids that have gotten into the river and they've died, but they're just saying the amount, and then a few of these people are looking pummeled, that they're thinking maybe there's somebody lying in wait for drunks to come from the bar district, beating the living shit out of them and drowning them in the lake.
Think about any place, even your greatest, most toughest terrain when it comes to people dying per year. It's always 4, 7. It's not that. We're talking
38 in 3 years.
That's a lot of fucking people, man.
So that's what they're trying to sort out now before they jump the gun. And the sites that I see reporting it are jumping the gun. They're the kind of sites that would jump the gun. The authorities are just saying, we don't know yet. Some of these corpses come out, look like it might have been intentional, but some of them, it doesn't look like there's any trauma. It just probably was an accidental drowning.
We're not sure. This person, they could have drowned. There was 3 bullet holes in their stomach, but it might be a drowning. We're not sure yet. The other thing too is the cops always know more than what they're going to lead on to.
Sure.
Right.
I mean, you're going to be you're dumb
They don't
fuck
show their
cops
cards.
if you're going to go on the air and say we've got this and that and blah blah blah.
Absolutely.
You can't do that. So I know the public sometimes. Why don't we have answers? Well, there's probably a reason why.
Another story that we'd talked about, I think it was maybe on Wednesday morning early on, as we were referencing good restaurants and the ones with the Michelin stars. And I was asking Virginia about this Jacob Bickelhaupt, the head chef of the only Michelin-starred restaurant in Palm Beach County called Conroe. And I was surprised that it was the one that got the star simply because of the area where it is. It doesn't look like the kind of location where you would find a Michelin-starred restaurant.
It's not about the restaurant. It's about him.
And that's where I just didn't understand all that. And this guy had a Michelin-starred restaurant before in Chicago, but what follows him around is the fact that he beats the shit out of women.
Yeah, the restaurant was called 42 Grams, and I actually watched the documentary about that restaurant about 2 years ago, and I was fascinated by this guy. He is a perfectionist. He got the Michelin star. It showed the whole journey. The wife that he beat, the first one, was in it with him. Very lovable, very likable. I'm like shocked when I found out who it was because I've watched 42 Grams. I saw that documentary.
Oh, there's many monsters that come with a smile.
Yeah.
That was in 2017 in Chicago. So he relocates to South Florida. I assume he's with a new woman who he just beat the shit out of.
Yep.
And they had blood splatters all over the wall. Apparently, when she went down, he kicked her. You said he was torturing her for a couple hours?
Torturing her for 2 hours. And then when she finally got away from him, she didn't go to the police. She went to the airport. She went to PBI to go try to get a flight out of here to get away from him because she was so scared. And at the ticket counter, trying to buy a ticket, she started having seizures because he had beat her so bad.
Oh, my
and they
gosh.
rushed her to the hospital where she still is right now.
He should, if all of this is true, he should never be let out ever.
I agree.
Ever.
He's a monster.
This is prison for life. If I was the judge, I'd go, you're in the clink for life, buddy.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck this guy. And make me a sandwich, you bitch.
It better be good.
Yeah, so I wonder what happens to his restaurant and his Michelin star.
It's him. He's the chef owner, so everything will go away.
Okay.
I can't imagine them doing the restaurant without him. He's the reason they got the Michelin star. he should be locked up still, right?
You'd think, and I just wonder because I think it was local travel and tourism that actually paid Michelin Guide to come and try to get some positive stars to help drive people to these restaurants.
That's normal. That happens in every town that wants to be noted by Michelin.
But imagine if you paid for them to give a star and they give it to the freaking guy that beats the shit out of all of his wives.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, could we have picked somebody else? I mean, we got a lot of other good restaurants.
Yeah.
You had to pick that guy. And
give it to Clay Conley. He's over there at Buchan doing great stuff.
Right. So what? Palm Beach County is going to lose their only Michelin star because they gave it to a wife beater?
Look, it's crazy that this happened this way. And it's crazy that this guy's first wife, the one who is in 42 Grams, the documentary shot in Chicago, she wrote a book about being a domestic violence survivor. And then he tried to sue her because she said the truth in her book, and it got thrown out of court, her lawsuit. But now his lawsuit, and now he came here and repeated the same behavior.
Mm-hmm. In the great wise words of a witch once said, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
Fuck this guy. We don't keep your secrets. Whatever you did, we all need to be talking about it.
Yeah. And people need to learn, too. Look, if you got the truth on your side, you can say whatever you say. You can say what you want. You can't,
exactly.
You can't sue anybody. I just saw there was a restaurant in Tampa that sued a diner that left a negative review on their Yelp. They called the meat quality subpar and the spare ribs dry. And the restaurant flipped out and they sued this person for their Google review.
But
and they said it was abusive, disrespectful, and arrogant.
If it's the truth, you can't sue for defamation.
And it's their opinion, too. You're allowed to have and express opinions. That's part of being in America. You may be wrong, but you still can express a wrong opinion. It's just your opinion. That's your God-given right in this country.
That's what Yelp is about. It's a bunch of opinions. Some of them are from idiots, and some of them are from good people that know what they're talking about.
I mean, the internet is just, it's an alleyway. You might get mugged, you might get hugged.
As our old boss said, the internet or social media, a race to the bottom.
You're going to get mugged or hugged. It's one of the two.
Yeah, judge dismissed the lawsuit, which he would have to. I mean, there's no legal standing.
I hope
for
he
that.
was a dicky judge about it, or she was a dicky judge about it.
Amen.
Should be. Need a little bit more of that. Got some email questions here. We have Holly, who is got to fly out of town because of a birth that might now be an induced on Monday. And she said, Virginia, I need to know how you go and find the cheapest airfare you can when you don't have a lot of time. What would you recommend if she now has to fly out on Monday with a Hail Mary here?
Okay, so what I like to do is I never search for round trip tickets. I like to search for one-way tickets. I look at all the airports and I figure out, okay, one way going out, what's the cheapest? And then one way coming back, what's the cheapest? Because a lot of times you can save yourself $50, $60, $100 by flying different airlines, one to go out and one to come back.
Okay.
Go do a Google search at first, search for one ways, and start there. I always recommend flying out of PBI because it's such a better experience than the airports down south. I mean, the airports down south sometimes are cheaper, but the traffic, and it's a mess, and I don't want that for you on your excursion.
Okay.
But you can search for one-way trips first and see who's got the best deal going both there and back.
And she endorses them, too.
I do. I love them. I'll be at PBI today. I'll be at the bar, bitches.
You will. Man, do you know anybody that travels as much? You do the most short traveling I've ever seen a human do.
I know a few flight attendants that do a little bit more, but not much.
Oh, my gosh. Where the fuck do you get the energy?
Well, I have to go see my grandma. She's 101.
Man.
If she kicks it and I'm not there and visited with her in the past 90 days, I will feel guilty.
I respect it hard. I get it. I look, I'm giving you a compliment.
Thank you.
Fucking take the compliment, dog.
Oh, all right, but fuck you. Somebody maybe got overserved.
What are you talking? Fucking sweetheart over here. What are you talking about?
Oh, you're sweet and salty.
What? You are fucking insane. I just try to give you the most hard. Fuck this.
Thank you.
Yeah, JC said, I'm flying out of Miami International on Monday. Good luck.
Good luck. That is like a chicken bus airport.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I had to fly out of that not too long ago because I had to. It wasn't my choice.
Yeah.
And it is a third world country. Good fucking luck.
Yeah. Yeah, people down south should know if you're tired of insane airports, it might be best just take the Bright Line to West Palm and quick little Uber ride over to the airport.
You ain't kidding. Shorter TSA lines. They have like all these bars now. I was sitting in the bar with the nicest bartender who's a KVJ Nationer, and they have all these local craft beers from all the Florida breweries, and that's what it's all about. It's about local beer. I tried them all.
Mm-hmm.
They were delicious.
Okay.
Every one of them.
Every one of them.
Every damn one of them, Kevin.
Go have a nice experience. Don't be like, annoyed with the gross bathrooms and the lines and the drama. Fuck that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're always looking for titles for the podcast, and
Yeah.
I think this one should be "Fuck That" because I think we've said it like 9
It's either that or bad pussy.
What about fuck that bad pussy?
Fuck that ... bad pussy?
Yeah.
Question mark.
All right, Denny's, that's the name.
I can't. I don't get it. We have not got that radio award.
Kevin got one.
He did
Yeah, I
get
did.
one. He
You're
said,
So fuck that.
That's
right.
true.
Fuck that.
That's true. I win,
He's
we
our
all win.
good pussy.
He gets no pussy.
Yeah, right. I'll take bad at this point.
I'll take that.
Jason with a question. He said, what happened to Evelyn, and who's this new stripper named Parker Starr? doing the
Parker
traffic?
Starr, male stripper extraordinaire.
First of all, we love Evelyn and we love Parker Starr.
We do.
Parker is a good friend of me and Denny's, and he's been in a couple of KVJ horror movies. I think he's doing a great job. Evelyn did a great job.
Yeah.
I think they just switched up schedules.
Yeah.
Evelyn now works in the afternoon, I think.
Yeah, it was just they had reassigned positions and whatnot, and so Parker's
Not our
here in the morning.
choice.
Yeah, and so that's where it is. So,
But I think
in
Parker's
there.
doing a great job.
He's doing a very good job. Absolutely.
But we still got much love for Evelyn, and you can follow her, the Evelyn Romo. She is a boxing female, and she's a badass.
And you can follow Parker Starr at parkerstarfuckyeah.net. No, I have no idea what this is.
Parker Starr, the male stripper.
That's awesome.
He might even cameo as a fluffer.
All right.
Yeah, and
That is a fluffer name.
You could not make that same joke about Evelyn.
No. Evelyn whipped my ass.
Yeah.
She's a badass.
KR had said, yeah, but he's not covering Broward or Dade traffic. He will. We've made the comment. We'll get that taken care of. So
It's not his fault.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're ironing that part out, but we'll get to that. So don't
We
worry. we'll
asked
get
him
your-
to, but yeah.
There's some odd pushback somewhere along the line, which I will iron out today.
Thank you.
Well, Virginia goes, we asked him to. And then that, like,
I don't know that it's him, but I'll
It's not,
It's not him.
It's
I'll
not
find
him.
out where the
Oh,
breakdown
that's
is.
not what I'm insinuating.
I've already sent out the emails and said, all right, who's calling the shots on this?
We love that fluffer.
The Mother Fluffer 3000.
He goes really fast and hard.
All right.
But
So fast and hard.
And Jason also said, what happened with the Dunkin Donuts for Bird? I get you can't get into dollar amounts, but are you able to explain how these contracts work? Yeah, I mean, with a lot of them, when you do the endorsements, sometimes they're for a limited time or they're done annually. And
just like a specialty donut, this one was for a limited time only.
yeah, so things like that happen, or sometimes they get new marketing people and they want to put their own mark on their campaigns, and so they're like, yeah, I want to go this route with our marketing dollars. So a lot of these companies have their own budget for it, and then they just figure out how to displace it, and sometimes they change their minds.
They
Sometimes
change all the time.
Yeah, and sometimes people think I did or said something to get me fired
That's
from that.
possible.
Do not interrupt me. No, I think what I was told, they're not doing South Florida radio right now. At all.
Yeah.
So it's not, fuck Bird. It's more just we're not doing radio across the board. And that's kind of how a lot of those corporations are at Dunkin's across the country.
Right. It's a national buy that's placed, and it really has nothing to do with him locally.
Because people do ask, so what do you say, Bird? What happened?
He got too intimate with one of those butthole donuts.
Well, believe me, I have been fired from accounts before. But
I
not
have
that,
too.
Not that one. Not for anything I said, at least.
But he is open for a new donut endorsement. So if anybody wants to have him officially endorse their butthole donut.
I'm open for all. I'm a free agent for it all, baby.
Amen.
Chicken, donuts, pizza, all of it.
What do you have? He can push it.
That's right.
And I'll push it real hard.
Because he eats it. He is your best spokesman because he is not just a spokesman, he is your best customer.
You need a clock around your neck because you are such a hype man like Flava Flav.
Yeah, boy.
I feel like most of our audience gets that reference.
I hope so. Either they need to go look it up.
Or we old.
Or we are old, but it might be both.
Mm-hmm. And if you're looking for a lovely beverage that smells like bad pussy, someone from the 786 said, go with the guava flavor of Haritos. It is, oof, wow.
So they're telling us to even drink worse?
That's a soda, and that's a Mexican soda. It is so good.
Oh, it's good.
Rocco loves Haritos Mandarin. The orange is so good. Real cane sugar, by the way, which you can't say the same for a lot of the U.S.-produced sodas. I can't speak on the guava. I've never had it, but if it smells like bad pussy, don't drink it.
Can you speak on the health benefits of a mandarin orange? Because I love them.
The orange itself, it's citrus. Citrus is great for you.
It just reminds me of like little like tiger toes or tiger fingers. It's delicious. I love them.
Uh-huh. Okay. Tiger toes.
They're also easy to peel if you got a bitch-ass grip.
That's true, yeah.
I think maybe they do.
He likes them ones that look
Do you have a weak
cuties.
grip?
The cuties.
I can just go like this. I can push my finger right through. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
How
It's
easily that
delicious.
came apart. That's lovely. Angie said, let you know tomorrow the Wellington Amphitheater is having food trucks and a Billy Joel tribute band that starts at 8 p.m.
Wow.
If it's the same one that I've heard of, I think they're called Only the Good Die Young. Is that the name of the band?
The one I know is called Turnstiles. I don't know only the Good Die
I
Young.
am a dumb fuck. I think you are right, and they are.
Those both exist.
They do?
Yep.
Imagine that. Billy Joel's got more than one tribute band.
There's several. Madonna, Taylor Swift, Billy Joel. They all have tribute bands. And tribute bands right now on the festival circuit are red hot.
If you're a good tribute band,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think it's absolutely a lucrative deal if you can get in with somebody that hires you on the reg.
We're thinking about hiring one for the Crawfish Festival coming up April 11th of 2026. A Dr. John tribute band that does a tribute to the famous piano player Dr. John out of New Orleans.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to get knowing there. Like nobody.
Oh my God, Dr. John is
just kidding.
so big.
I love Dr. John. I actually do love Dr. John.
He's so big.
No, he is.
But a tribute show would do well. These people come out for tribute shows now.
I know they do.
Dr.
Look,
John's dead. You're not seeing any new music out of that guy.
I feel bad. Maybe that Dr. John joke, it didn't hit. I actually love Dr. John.
We accept your apology on behalf of dead Dr. John.
On behalf of New Orleans.
There's going to be a Ramones tribute band at Matthews Brewing tomorrow on Saturday.
More
in
tribute.
Lakewood Beach. And you have a Queen tribute band playing the Meyer Amphitheater on Sunday.
More tribute.
What a pair of shoes to fill on that one.
Good luck. You better be able to hit them notes.
There's that one band, are they called Hot Pink? and their lead singer has the porn stash.
Yes.
And that guy is phenomenal. I saw him at the Jupiter Beer Fest outside of Roger Neat Stadium, and I just heard the sound. I'm like, who the hell is that? I was like, oh my gosh, he nailed it. I'm like, that dude is good.
Was it original or was he doing a Queen cover?
He was doing Queen. He was singing Queen, and typically I hear Queen, you're like, all right.
Yeah.
And whoa, I mean and he had the mannerisms and the moves, and he had like the same stash. I'm like, this guy's really good. I heard they're in high demand.
I tried to book them. So Hot Pink, the band, it can be found at hotpinktheband.com. They were so sold out. They were like selling out and booking venues a year out.
I can see that.
Good for them.
They were the kind of thing that you would whip around and be like, who's doing that?
Yeah.
So
they were that good.
If you want to see them, they're going to be this weekend in Sebastian.
Okay.
And they're going to be in Melbourne for July 4th. They're going to be in Cocoa that same weekend. And then Merritt Island, like they do a lot. They are busy, but they are so good.
There's a reason why Queen is still a viable band today. There's a reason why their music still lives on. That was a special moment in music. Mm-hmm. I mean, that doesn't come around that often. You got 4 people in the band writing hit songs like that.
Yep.
All of them sounding awesome.
And now Hot Pink is doing special tribute shows. They're going to do a tribute to The Who called Tommy, where they do all the Who songs. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a great musician, people
He
are gonna
is.
fucking come out.
That guy is a great singer.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of good
He
bands
reminds
out
me
there.
of like a Benson Boone.
Yeah, Benson, that's why I think Benson Boone, it's going to be interesting. If he gets the songs, meaning if he has hit songs to sing, the sky's the limit for that guy.
The new Mystical Magical song that
Yeah,
hasn't
it's a
hit
great tune.
radio yet is so good.
Well, I think there's songwriters and then there's people who are singers.
Yes.
And then there's times where they're a songwriter and a singer. But
Yeah.
like Tom Petty was a songwriter.
Right.
I wouldn't say he had the best voice ever. I love his voice. I think it's amazing. But if Tom Petty tried out for one of those vocal shows and
Today.
go, yeah, like next fuckface. But he's an OG, original. I think there's something to be said about that.
There is something about that. Yeah, if you are the one writing your own songs, I mean, first of all, you're making all the money, which is nice.
It is nice.
You're not sharing that, but if it's the sake, if you need writers, I'd rather have you have writers and have a great career than not just you have amazing talent, but you just don't have the good songs to sing.
Look at Elton John.
I mean, it's a great point. Elton John and Bernie were really one. Without Bernie, I mean, Elton tried.
Imagine what Elton's career would have been without Bernie.
Well, he
Taupin.
did it.
Exactly.
He did it for a couple years, and it went to the shitter.
Yeah,
He was on Blow, and he wasn't with Bernie, and he went through about 2 or 3 years without a hit, and then he got back with Bernie and back on the charts.
Yeah.
I'm Still Standing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's
That's when he came
back.
back. He kind of came back from a whole cocaine, blackout.
Right.
And that was kind of his coming out party back to
Okay.
the pop scene.
Good for him.
Yeah, and I'm Still Standing is a fucking jam.
Amen.
It really is. And what's funny is the live version, there's so many awesome musicians playing I'm Still Standing, and they're all on cocaine.
Okay, that's the amazing thing about it. I'm on cocaine, but I'm still standing.
And they're all playing, and I mean, they're going maniac Muppet style, and they are just, I mean, they're on something.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all enjoy your weekend wherever you might be. Have a good one. Keep checking out KVJ's social media. We'll be posting up stuff that we're into this weekend: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. We got the Twitter as well, and of course YouTube. You can watch it all there. We'll see you back here next week. Goodbye.